literally living underneath a rock. Take your dorm room from 0 to 100 real quick, but I really want to make it. How much easier can it get?
Count 1, 2, 3, and don't you stop the music. Get into it, won't you dance with me? Find a place and lose it. You can do it, won't you dance with me? Move your downtown, we let it go. Sunset high and our bodies low.
Hey y'all, what is up? It's Marissa Nicole and welcome back to my channel. Some of you may know me as my drifting desk, where I help you conquer college, and that's exactly what we're gonna do today. For today's video, I wanted to show you some of my favorite DIY little hacks and tricks or projects that you could do for your dorm room that are cheap and affordable and easy to do, basically. So I'm gonna show you guys 10 different DIYs that I absolutely love, and then we're actually gonna take a little trip to Dollar Tree because I'm gonna see what kind of stuff is there, because it's usually where I buy some of my DIY supplies, because of course Dollar Tree, everything is $1, and I love that place. And they actually have a lot of good, basics or simple items that you can dress up or use for other projects. So I definitely wanted to just go over 10 basic, amazing DIY projects, but then also take you to Dollar Tree to see what we could make with things from there, and also just showing you ways that you could possibly make the DIYs that I'm going to mention here in a second with items from the Dollar Tree. Before we dive into the video, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing down below and turning on your little post notifications by clicking that little bell, because tomorrow starts what I'm calling Vlogust, because basically I'm posting a video every day in August to get ready for school starting, college move-in, sorority life. Basically everything is happening in August. It is my favorite time of the year. It is just a very busy month, and so I'm just gonna be pushing out content to y'all on a daily basis in August, and on Fridays sometimes 2 videos, so you get a little bonus stuff sometimes, and you don't want to miss out on it. There's gonna be tons of dorm shopping videos, also some more DIYs and hacks coming at you, move-in vlogs from me. Basically August is gonna be amazing, so definitely subscribe and turn on your post notifications, that way you don't miss anything, because we're starting tomorrow. I'm going to show you some of my favorite DIYs, and of course they're from my favorite app, Pinterest. They have tons of ideas. If you don't know what Pinterest is, you're literally living underneath a rock. You need to download Pinterest, make an account, follow me on Pinterest, because I have tons and tons and tons of boards on Pinterest of different dorm stuff, apartment stuff, college stuff, DIYs, literally anything that you could think of. I probably have a board for it. You don't have to follow me, but at least make a Pinterest, look up some dorm DIYs in there, because there are tons of ideas out there. I'm just going to show you my top 10 that I've been looking at over the summer here. You may have already seen them, but if you haven't, these are definitely going to be some fun ones that you need to try. First one I'm going to talk about is literally something so simple, and I actually did this my freshman year, and they turned out super amazing, and they were affordable, and they were just useful, and that is definitely just DIYing either glasses, vases, mason jars, whatever, and turning them into something bigger and better. So I took little glasses that I found at Dollar Tree my freshman year, and you can spray paint them, you can paint them, you can add little embellishments around them if you wanted to, hot glue little flowers on it. Literally you can DIY these however you'd like. Obviously, as you can see from this picture here, there's a couple different options even on this picture. There are tons of ways to dress up little glasses like this. I used mine for desk organizers, so you can put pens and pencils in them. You can get tinier ones and put little push pins in them. Of course, you can find different size things at Michael's or even at the Dollar Tree that you can spray paint or paint on a budget to kind of dress up to go with your dorm theme and to help you organize in your dorm. This next one is so perfect because I don't know one dorm room that does not have pictures in it. Adding pictures to your dorms just helps you add like your own personality to it, lets people know who's living in this dorm, and it just makes you feel a little bit more homey in there because it has a little piece of home in it, because there may be pictures of you and your family or some of you and your friends from high school. It's just a great way to decorate your dorm, obviously for cheap. You can print out your pictures at Walgreens, at CVS, at Walmart, different places, even on your own printer. You don't have to print them out on picture paper. There's tons of options to get pictures for cheap, but then this DIY idea is a really cute and cheap way to make little frames for them and kind of make your own gallery wall in a way, because sometimes picture frames can be expensive. You can find cheap ones at Dollar Tree, different sized ones, but usually they're on like the smaller-ish size. You're not going to find a gigantic frame at Dollar Tree. You could find them at the thrift store, but probably not at Dollar Tree. But this idea of using like different colored washi tape as like the borders of your pictures is something so simple but so cute, because you can get different washi tape like in this picture to match your dorm or to match your themes and your colors, and all you got to do is put your picture up with some tape, put some washi tape around the borders, and there you have it. You have a whole frame and a picture on your wall, and you're able to use different sized pictures or all the same if that's kind of the vibe you're going for, to kind of create your own DIY gallery wall with literally just paper and washi tape. And washi tape is great because it doesn't damage the paint, because it's supposed to be removable, like it's stuff for like planning or scrapbooking or crafting in general. So if you hang washi tape on your wall, it's not going to peel the paint off, so you're usually okay with using that in the dorms, because obviously you cannot nail picture frames into the walls. You can use command hooks, and washi tape is also a great idea. This next DIY I know for a fact you can make at Dollar Tree, because I did something similar to this my sophomore year to kind of dress up my little bed area. But basically these little pom-poms in this picture you can buy at Dollar Tree in different colors, and then you can attach them to one single color of ribbon or different colors or whatever you're trying to do, and you can hang this around the door like they are showing here. You can hang different ones from the ceiling, potentially, depending on how your dorm is kind of worked out, above your bed. I'll post a picture of my dorm my sophomore year here because this is kind of how I hung mine from the ceiling, which I thought was super cute. Dollar Tree also sells these little tassels that are kind of made of the same paper that you can attach on a ribbon and hang above your desk. I'm sure you've seen pictures of those. Like, there's tons of little crafty things that the dollar store sells that you can use in like multiple different ways to kind of dress up, you know, your doorway, your desk area, your bed area, literally anything. But I think this is so cute because, again, it's a cheap way to add color to your dorm in a way that isn't going to damage your walls, because typically you can hang this up with a little tiny command strip. This next one is so easy, and you can also do it from things at the dollar store because you can buy these little trays or tiny little plates or tiny little cups and vases and stuff, and, you know, dip them in paint, kind of how they're showing in this picture here, or you can spray paint them all together. So like with these push pins and binder clips and little pins and stuff like that, and voila, you have custom desk decor on a budget. I love this DIY because it is actually practical and useful. So it's not just decorations, but it's basically this little pin board that you can make out of cardboard and fabric. Like, how much easier can it get? Literally, you're gonna have tons of boxes more than likely from moving anyways, and so you can take those boxes, cut out a circle or a square or a hexagon or triangle, whatever kind of geometric shape you want, and then just go to Joann Fabrics, buy some fabric that you like. Sorry, we were getting a little overexposed there for a second. It's like really bright outside in this window, so I'm trying to stay out of the sun. But you can buy any fabric that you like at Joann Fabrics or somewhere cheaper, of course. You wrap it around the cardboard, you hang the cardboard up with a little piece of command hook, and you have a whole little pegboard for yourself. So that way you can pin notes to it, little to-dos or pictures. Like, you can do anything with it, but I think that's like so useful, but also cheap. Again, if you have tons of leftover boxes from moving, you could take one of these boxes and do what this picture's showing here. Literally buy some rope from somewhere like Michael's or Joann Fabrics and hot glue the rope all the way around the box to cover the whole box so that way it doesn't look like a box. And then you can get an old pillowcase to put inside of this box, and you have a cute little like storage bin to put blankets or honestly clothes or food, like whatever you want. Now, I used to see this one around everywhere. It was so like Tumblr back in the day, but I honestly still love it. I'm thinking about doing it for my apartment coming up, but it's like one of those little paint chipped calendars that you always see. You can get these little paint chips or paint samples for like free at, you know, like any like Lowe's or Home Depot or something like that. They have a little paint section. You just pick out your little tiles that you like, and it looks like they used kind of like a picture frame, but then the back of like the picture where the picture would go, you're just gonna place down all of those paint swatches, and then you basically put that picture in the picture frame. So then the glass part of the picture frame is your dry erase boards, and you can use dry erase markers on it to use as your calendar, and it helps to like bring in some color, but it's also not paper, so you don't have to kind of rip those off every month. You're able to edit this dry erase board easily right here in your dorm. And I just think, I don't know, I've just always loved that, and I've never made it yet, but I really want to make it. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it this year or not. You'll have to wait and find out. So this one is adorable because obviously most dorms are gonna have mirrors in them, or at least you're gonna bring your own mirror, because I don't know how people get ready without a full body mirror. Do something like this with your mirror because it's so cute, and it brings in a lot of color and just a lot of life to it, and it just makes it look better than just, you know, a white mirror hanging on the back of your door. And these little fake flowers, you can find some at the Dollar Tree very cheap, or you can also find some at Michael's or, you know, Joann Fabrics and stuff like that. They have stuff like that if you wanted more fancier ones, and that's just some hot glue, bam, put it on there, and you have something cute. So my A1s since day ones, my people who've been here since my freshman year, y'all would recognize this DIY because I actually did this my freshman year, but I made this with stuff from the Dollar Tree. I actually did this and it worked so well. Basically, you just want to buy a larger plate and then kind of a smaller plate and a candlestick holder, and you basically hot glue them all together. And you can either leave them like this where they're kind of white and clear, or you can spray paint the whole thing, paint it some other color, add some glitter. You can do whatever you want. They use it as kind of a toiletries item holder. I used it as a jewelry holder. You can use it for whatever you want. Me personally, I actually made this and I loved it. I'll try to find a picture of when I did it and I'll post it here if I can find it, but it worked for me and I thought it was so cute. The last DIY that I want to talk about today is one that will literally take your dorm room from 0 to 100 real quick, and that is a DIY headboard, because obviously dorm beds don't come with headboards, but something like this is so simple to make. It doesn't have to be super fancy or like really durable, but it's just there for looks. The cheapest and easiest way to make one is literally just with some cardboard, some felt, some fabric, and either some hot glue or a little stapler. And all you have to do is cut out your cardboard to the shape of the headboard you want, put the felt over it, wrap it around the edges, and staple it to the back, and then wrap your felt around it and staple that to the back, and you have a DIY headboard in whatever kind of fabric you want to match your room theme, your color scheme, your roommate's theme, whatever you want. And I just think that's so simple, but it can make something look so chic and just upgraded by like 100 without you even trying, really. So those are my top 10 DIYs that I hope you guys try for your dorm room coming up, because I think they're super cheap, super easy, and super cute. So definitely let me know down below which DIY your favorite was, which one you'll be trying, because I know a couple of them that I want to try, but I want to hear which ones y'all like and which ones you'll be trying, so let me know down below. And now we're gonna take a trip to Dollar Tree because I want to see what they have in store. I want to see if they have new items, see what we can make with stuff that I could find, see if there's actually things to make these DIYs from the Dollar Tree. So let's go to Dollar Tree. Griffin decided to join us for Dollar Tree.
Remember the DIY mirror we talked about? Tons of fake flowers that you can buy, all for $1. Remember all of the pom-poms we talked about? All of these for $1. Usually they come with 6 pom-poms or so, but then they also have really big ones of 12 inches, so you can make the thing around your door with stuff like this. Super easy and cheap. If you want some like aesthetic shelf decor with like books, I've seen the Sorry Girls take books from the dollar store. You can make your own book covers with it, with like literally paper or whatever color you want. That way it goes with your color scheme, and it doesn't even matter what book it is because you're gonna cover it up anyways. I'll post a picture of it like right here. They even actually have canvases here, so y'all can paint your own stuff for your room, hang up these little canvases as decoration. They have a whole bunch of different sizes, which I think are really handy. I would honestly buy good paint, but you can use these cheap canvases. And for any DIY, you know, whatever, they have like mini Mod Podges, so this is obviously a cheap way to do whatever DIY project you're doing that might need Mod Podge. Remember when we talked about painting little vases or small containers? These are what I use to put little pens and pencils in. You can spray paint these or paint these, stripe them, glue some fake flowers on them. They have different sized ones. They even have little trays, even more glass. They even have like colored glass now, which is super cute. They have like little ribbed ones with little handles. We got little heart dishes. These little fishbowl ones I think are super adorable. You could put a lot of desk stuff in there. We have taller ones, fatter ones. You can honestly do cute DIY stuff with these mirrors. I've done little projects with these. If you put them all together, they can be like a little mirror tray to put jewelry on or makeup. They usually have, they usually have circular ones as well. What DIY are you gonna do with this?
Survival.
Like I mentioned, dollar store has tons and tons of frames, cheap frames to make good gallery walls with or to display pictures in your dorms. They do have tiny ones, medium-sized ones, but you're not going to find like huge ones here. I would definitely go to like Michael's if you're wanting something really big. I know you could do something cute with this stuff if you put in some of like the fake flowers into this foam, a cute little like wreath above your bed. Even putting stuff into these little foam blocks, you could build letters out of them and then spell your name or something with fake flowers. Decorative fake plants. Remember when we were talking about that box with the rope? You could get one of these, glue rope around here, make it a little bit more classy and not so, you know, cheap looking. Good DIY. They do have fake rocks, which you can DIY. Throw in some of those little vases and then you can put like makeup brushes in them. They do have colorful rocks and even some sand. I've done that with black sand. If you want to do one of those iconic, you know, like twinkly lights with little clothespin pictures, get your clothespins from here because obviously they're cheap and there's tons of them and you can always paint them to match your dorm colors or anything. But you can use these little like wire baskets. They have handles on them. I'm picturing like a rope, like saddle, cradle kind of thing, a plant in here, like a hanging planter. That sounds so cute. Remember that candlestick holder thing? Imagine your yellow room scheme. We got a little candlestick holder here holding a nice clear bowl on top. Like that just looks so cute. Or if you remember the DIY with the little dipped bowls that you can put little paper clips, binder clips, whatever. There's a set of 4 here at the Dollar Tree.
And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you liked my 10 DIYs that I definitely got off Pinterest, duh. If you want to see where I got them from, obviously follow me on Pinterest. I have a whole board of dorm room decor stuff, a DIY sub board that you can check for everything if you're wanting to see the instructions on how to do it, but also obviously to give credit. Check out my Pinterest, check out where I got everything from. But I did hope it gave you some inspiration of things that you should do for your dorm room, DIYs that are definitely cheap and affordable. Not everything has to be expensive for your dorm room. And I hope it inspires you to create something and have fun, because college movement is one of my favorite times of the year, so I really want you guys to enjoy it and make your dorm room so personal to you, so cute, and just everything that you want it to be. Before you go, if you made it this far and you haven't subscribed yet, definitely do down below and turn on your post notifications, because like I said, I'm posting a video every day in August starting tomorrow, so I don't want you guys to miss out, because there'll be tons of more DIYs, move-in vlogs, first day of school videos, everything that you'd want to see before you move into your dorm room and start school this year. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.
Downtown we let it go. Sunset high and our bodies low. Blood rush in a hazy glow.